What's good, guys? Teflon YGO here, man. And I'm back with a deck profile from Locals, man. I got first place today at Locals with Dragons, man. So before we get into the deck profile, I just want to say I did win a box. I was gonna open it on the channel, but at my Locals, we're able to bank boxes if the new set is within 2 weeks. And so since the new set is within 2 weeks, I can bank it and be able to get Lightning Overdrive. So when I get that Lightning Overdrive box, I will have that opening on the channel for you guys. Also, sneak peek is this weekend, and I also will have another box to open for you guys this weekend on sneak peek. But without further ado, man, I want to first get into my shout out. Shout out to everybody that came out to Locals today. Also, shout out my guy D, who holding the camera for me right now as he get my deck profile. And just shout out to everybody that came out. Shout out to our Locals, man. And without further ado, man, let's get into this deck profile of Dragons. And starting off, we run the obligatory 2 Rocket Tracers. Basically, he's the main guy in the deck. You have to see him to play. If you want to make any plays, you got to have some way to get access to this guy. He's insane. He pops a face-up card, special summons Rocket from the deck. But if you use the fit, you can't special summon anything from the extra deck anymore but dark monsters. You have the 2 Rocket Synchron. Rocket Synchron is good when you normal summon him. If you have a level 5 or higher integrated, you can reborn that monster, but its effects negated. He's insane with Absolrata. If Absolrata is integrated, when you normal summon this guy, you can reborn Absolrata, use him and Absolrata, and go right into a Synchro 8, which use your Chaotic Dragon Ruler. And you get the 1,000,005 off deck to fill your graveyard and add a lot of dark to your hand. So this crazy. I added sometimes when I did it today, I added Lancia, added all type of stuff that helped me to stop my opponent from playing on their turn. Next, we use Rocket Recharge, and this is my favorite follow-up in the deck. This guy right here is insane. You strike a dragon, pop, target him, strike a dragon, destroys itself. You on resolution, send this guy to the grave. He reborns Red MD, Red MD reborns another dragon. It just goes off from there. Then last but not least, with the Rocket Engine, we run 2 Absolrata Dragon. Absolrata Dragon is probably my second favorite card next to recharge out of the Rockets, because this dude right here adds everything to the hand, and he also acts as an extender if you have to normal summon a Rocket. So even if you open Rocket Synchron and him in hand, they still make an 8 because he has the ability to special summon himself if you control the Rocket. So him and Rocket Synchron like go hand in hand. They automatic make the not the rank 8s, the level 8 synchros. And that's it for my Rocket package. It's like 7, I want to say 7 cards. 2 Tracers, 2 Synchrons, 1 Recharge, and 2 Absolrata. And this is my Chaos Engine, basically my light and dark monsters that get light and dark monsters, basically. So first we start off with the 2 Safer. Safer is a good card. No, he hinders your normal summon because you had to use him for normal summon, but when you do use him, he's good. What I like to do, I don't like to use Safer from the field because I don't want to be left with nothing, because if your opponent ashes him and you send himself a cost and you have no extended hand, you will not have anything on board. Only if you're able to, even if you're able to draw the Titan, you won't have a dragon or bounce. So you basically just pass with nothing on their turn unless you just have like any other text in your deck that you use for back rows. But I only like to run 2 on because I don't like to really normal summon him. But he also engraved. You can banish him, add a light or dark back to your hand, dragon. So you recycle your Chaos Dragon, level your him, and you also can recycle your Boar Savage Dragon. Then I run a 1 light dragon and the 1 dark dragon. Basically they go hand in hand. One gets the other. When they send for field to grade, the other one searches the other one. Basically, nothing deep. Then we have the 1 Omni Dragon Brotar. This guy right here usually gives me my Leviair, but if I have Leviair, he gives me other things that I might need. Like a lot of people forget that just because you see people when they always use him, most of the time he gets Leviair. He can get anything that he targets, that type and that attribute. So like, if your opponent has a Nib token, you can target their Nib token and get a light rock and add Nibiru to your hand if you want to. Like, people forget that, because like I add Lancia. My opponent has a Lancia boy, I target that Lancia and add my Lancia, and then on their turn I use my Lancia. So Brotar is insane if you really know how to use him. And then we have this guy right here. Broke boards with this guy all day. Pop Basically, I use him to just pop back rolls. I add him. I have safer than great and him. Balance the safer, add him back, then use his effect to make my opponents have to use their back roll. So if I use him, you got to use your back roll. Not you're gonna lose your back roll because I'm pop it. He doesn't target either. So that's another thing that they have to use. He don't have to say, I target it. Then they want to think if they want to respond. No, you had to respond on when I activate the effect. And for my chaos engine, that's it. Next is just my, like, I want to call them like just my other dragons, because they're dragons that just do stuff. So we have the one black metal dragon. Basically he's a normal summon, and he gets this guy who was once broken, but he got neutered. And the ban list said he can now only be once per turn, but still insane, still 2800, still easy to get on board because you play all dragons. Dude is still crazy. The one Dragon Maid is insane. It's like I said, like the follow-ups with this card on the trap card actually is insane. But she gets the trap card, so I guess you gotta call her half as insane because she does half of the work. But she gets the trap, and her and the trap just work hand in hand, keep bringing each other back and adding each other to, like, it's crazy. Like, this right here makes me just love the deck, and I only run one out. You don't really want to see her as much, but you do want to be able to access her. And my own tech that I run, every time I play dragons, I always play this because people don't. It's the one dark worm. And you'll see why I run a dark worm when I get to my spells. But basically he's just an extender. He's a free summon. When you going first and you get this card that I'm gonna show you my spells, he basically just give you a free monster on board. Though he does go to the pendulum zone, so if you have Word Legacy in hand, you don't want to use him, because if you trying to bank on using your Word Legacy to get two dragons, then it won't work because he goes to the top of the pendulum. I mean top of the extra deck. So think of that when you trying to do combos with him and World Legacy. The last dragon I run is actually the one Nocto Vision. I haven't saw this guy. Ever since I've been playing this deck for a little while, I haven't saw this guy yet. I never drew this guy or nothing. The only way I can get to him if I bring him out with Seal, and it's rarely. And I first time I bought him out was today. Haven't seen. I think I'm gonna run more of him and probably drop the Dark Worm and just play another one of him, because I saw Dark Worm a lot and my hand was already good and really was no need to use Dark Worm, so it could have been another him, it could have been another extender. So I'm definitely probably gonna boost this to 2. And for the hand traps, I only ran 3, and it was this insane. This card right here won me so many games. I literally just kept drawing this card against Trapagate Zoo, and they just were like passing on like one monster in the trap, and I cosmic it and just go out. Like, this card, it was nuts all day. Whatever I played against, the only thing I think it wasn't nuts again that I played was like the Earth Machine deck, because I never really played that deck, so I didn't know if it really just banished stuff. But I left it in anyway. But it did have a trap that banished the draw, and I kind of hit that with it. But the other decks, it was insane against everything else. And I played 2 Tribegate Zoos. I played 1 Dino in the machine deck, yeah. And this card right here put in work. Like, it's insane. And that's it for the monsters. Now we're on to the spell and traps. And of course, we run 3. My bad, not 2. We run 3 of these Chaos Space. Card is crazy. It adds your monster. It makes your opponent use their ash. And with you playing a deck with so many extenders, you kind of want them to ash this, especially if you know you're going to go off. You want this to get ash, but sometimes they just don't have the ash. And if they don't, they can ash the first effect. If you still can have follow-up in your hand, you still banish it and you still can get the draw. So even if they negate the first effect, you just use it in the grave to get the draw. My draws one, I never draw good off of it. I can't lie. I never draw good off of it, but it's a draw nonetheless. Extra cards in hand is always good. The 3 E-Tele for Rockets card is insane. I've actually played real Rockets, but in real Rockets, this card is real stupid because it gives you a rocket every turn because they destroy themselves, and everybody knows if you play the original Rockets, that when they destroy it by card effect, they float one out in the end phase. So it just really was replacing the rocket with another rocket. It's crazy, but in this deck, Rocket Tracer is just crazy. Synchron is crazy. Yeah, this card is ridiculous. It's not even like bad. It's ridiculous. It's not insane. It's ridiculous. Like, this card probably is out of here. But yeah, I played 3 of those. 3 of the Reborn, aka the move land. Move your man wherever you want to move him. The World Legacy Guard Dragon card. Try to do this twice today, but when you draw, is automatically a 1 card, basically combo for the get everything, because you don't have to use so many dragons. You can use 1 dragon and basically make your whole board. And this is why this card is crazy. You just reborn a dragon, and then you move it to wherever you want it to go. I don't think about it. You can only activate 1 per turn, but nonetheless, it's still a good card. The main deck, Dark Ruler no more, which helped me against the Earth Machine deck, because that deck, I didn't know it was that insane. Actually, I gotta give it its props. It blows. It has one that like just blows up the whole field, and with me playing dragonlink, that was crazy. But I did have this card when I opened against it. I won that game in a blowout. In the next game, we kind of just grinded, but I still ended up beating it. But this card was the reason I was able to take the first game, just by having it in my main deck. Good card. I probably always run it until the altered droplets come out. Then this be altered droplets, because I sold mine for the alters. So yeah, but Dark Ruler was insane. The only thing I hate about you can't do damage, but it's definitely insane. I also play the 3 main deck Cosmic, because they're my locals. They play a lot of back row decks. So I just wanted to be prepared for that. Just like, they say you play your hand traps according to your locals. You play your removal to your locals too. Like mine play a lot of back rows, so a lot of Ellis, a lot of just trap decks. So I like to run the Cosmics. Pay 1,000, just banish a spell and trap, and it's good against Shaddolls too. So you can just banish the invocation instead of letting the invocation go to grave, and they can use the invocation effect. And for my 1-0 spells, I ran the 1 Ravine, the 1 Boost Scepter, and the 1 Dragon Shrine. This basically was for Dark Worm. So if I open this, I just send Dark Worm. Dark Worm's a free special because I control no monsters. And that's it for my spell cards.
Don't forget you can send Apsarauta too.
Oh yeah, and you definitely send Apsarauta, but you usually want to send Apso off of Dragon Ravine. You want to keep your Dragon Ravine live. And also, last thing, the 2 traps, the Titan card is nuts. Basically, you use this on your opponent's turn, flip it, special back Dragon Maid, she gets the other one. Next turn you link it off, banish this one from the grave. You already got this one in hand, special Dragon Maid back. Like this and Dragon Maid is insane, bro. Like this is just crazy. Like this is like probably my favorite thing to do in the deck. It just makes the deck grind so hard and just put so many bodies on the board for your follow up. Like I've been playing Dragon since Dragon probably been a thing, and doing the stuff that deck does now is just ridiculous. And getting hit on the ban list, it has to get hit, because it's just so, like, dragons are just so crazy. And when they made Chamber to do what she does, it's insane, bro. And with this trap card, it's just even more crazy. So that's it for the deck. I actually ran 41 cards because I put the shrine in. It put me at 41. And then I go to my extra deck. Not extra deck, side deck. I apologize. So in my side deck, I used 3 draws. Didn't use it that much. I opened it, but I had so much advantage. I didn't even have to use it because my opponent basically couldn't do nothing through my board, so I didn't even have to draw them or nothing. 3 ash. Never sided the ash in, honestly. The 2 nibs. Never sided them in today. The 1 feather duster, sided it in every time I went second. The 3 evenly, sided them in every time I went second. And the Phantasma, depending on what I play, I put them in and left them in. But like I said, my locals play a lot of rogue and a lot of back row, so they don't use a link summon. That's why I don't main him. If I went to an event, I definitely main deck Phantasma. But that's my side deck. It was pretty good. I would definitely like change some of these other cards out for something else, because like I said, a lot of them I just decided in, like even Ash. Like I was thinking that, I side ashing, but I had felt no pressure to have to side in the Ash. And last but not least, the extra deck. And we have the 3 Striker Dragon. Dude is insane. Basically, this is all you can say. Dude is insane. He pops himself, get the rockets back from the grave, then you boost set the special from your hand. I think that's his best effect. Like, it's cool he get boot, but the other effect is just crazy. And especially, like I said, if you're losing, you can just have rocket. As long as you have rocket on recharge, you can normal rocket recharger. Make this guy pop himself, target rocket recharge, add it, send it back, and just reborn whatever dragon you want out the grave. And it gives you so much advantage. Like, he's probably banned. So I'm basically going over the banned card section. So Striker Dragon. Then we got the other card that's probably gonna be fucking bad. LP card is nuts. Card been nuts. This fucking card is ridiculous. Get any dragon out your deck. Just, it's nothing more to say. Like, the card is crazy. Dragons are crazy, period. But a card that just gives you access to dragons is even more insane. The card is out of here. Pissed is still broken, not as good, but it still does its work sometimes. And like, if you know how to play your hand, you can banish something in the beginning of your turn and go through your whole turn. Then be like, oh yeah, I can just up it back, and you up it back. Like, I up it back. Dragon made so many times just because I knew it was gonna be a way for me to get it back with Elby. I just was throwing it to the grave. But I mean, pissed, my bad. But that's for the link ones. Link twos, you running 2 seals. Did work all day, bouncing stuff out there. I call it R. Kelly because he be bounce, 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 bounce. Yeah, R. Kelly. I call him R. Kelly because he be bouncing everything. Then we got the one quad, bro. Card is nuts. People do not remember that this dude here, he can pop other people's link monsters. So if you got a link 4 on the board and I pop your link 4, I get the special 4 rockets if I got 4 rockets in the grave. A special 4 rockets. Yeah, he insane. He do that. But people don't remember that. I don't think about him. You can't go link to a lord no more that turn. But if you get 4 rockets, you're gonna board so it kill him. You got the one Rumblings. I went into Rumblings depending on your hand. If you can extend, you go into Rumblings. If you can't extend, go into your seal. That's basically how I go. That's basically how you do that now. The 185 had him, didn't go into him all day, but it is times when you need to go into him to get access to your rocket synchron because that's your only level 3 or lower tuner in the deck. So you use him when you can't get access to both your rockets, and you have to like get Tracer early in the turn, and then you can get a way to get into him and get our rocket synchron. And so you have both of them engraved, and then you can start going to your guard dragon plays to get back because you got both of them engraved. You can reborn them, whatever you need to do to get them out of the grave, quad ball, reborn them, but you have them in the grave at that point. And then for my link 4s, I ran the my favorite link monster in the game, Mr. Sword Dragon, aka Reptile Slicer. Dude right here is insane, still insane. People say he got power crip. I say he just chilling, cause you know he ain't gotta kill motherfuckers like that no more. But this is my favorite link monster. Put in work. Non-targeting, take half. He do 3K to anybody he run into. Crazy, still love it. Apollosa, I had her one game with 4 negates. That's how crazy Dragons is. I had her sit on 4 negates, and I had a Boar Savage on 2 negates playing the trap deck, and I had a seal at the top. So I didn't want to let them super pilot me. So I don't try to end on nothing that they can super pilot me for. So most time on my first turn, instead of ending with that big boy, everybody like to end on with the hot red, the savage, and the hot red, the savage, and the seal. I don't like to do that because that leaves you acceptable to super pilot from Shadow players, or just people playing rogue matchups, or people who play decks that really have extra space to run like super pilot targets, and you don't want to get your negates took off the board. So I try to end on like 1 dark with the Apollosa, who's a win, with the seal. So even if they playing Shadows and they want to super pilot me, they either had to make window or they had to make construct, and then I'm cool with that. I still have my negate, and I still have my other negate with my Appaloosa, so that was cool. And then you run the 3 synchros, the Pega Ruler. I don't even know why they call him that, but I heard so much I done started calling it. But Chaos Ruler, you have the Boar Savage, and you have the High Red Dragon, the Biz Man, and that's it for the profile, guys, man. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment, man. Tell me what you guys think. And if you want to see other deck profiles, just let me know down in the comment section. And this has been your boy, Teflon YGO. And I catch you guys in the next video, man.